Now, we need to have a look at how you're going to do your grid for your gridded self-portrait, particularly if you're planning to use the Photoshop grid method. So here on my screen is my gridded up photo from Photoshop. Now the photo is 21 centimeters wide, or 210 mil, and 297 mil, or 29.7 centimeters high, which is exactly the same as my A4 page. But on my A4 page, I've got a couple of issues. In my particular Visual Arts Process diary, as in most, I've got coil binding down the side here, which cuts into the edge of the page. I've also got slightly curved edges on the top right and bottom right of my page. So I'm going to show you how to grid up your image, taking into account the fact that you won't be able to get your ruler right to the edge here possibly, and have a few issues with the curves there, and get it pretty accurate. So here we've got our blank page from our VAPD, and as you can see, coil binding down there, which is going to cause a problem, and these little curves here. So there are a few ways of doing it, but the way that I'd do it is I might measure in from the right hand side, but see, I'm using the width of my ruler up here, and so I'm going to measure in my 3 centimetre grids, and I'm going to do the same here. I'm just going to have to cheat a little bit. I'll just put a mark there. I'm going to line it up here. I've used the width of the ruler again to get my spots. So I can rule through all my lines nice and carefully. Okay, so I've got all my vertical lines. Now I've got to get my horizontals. Now the trick is again going to be dealing with this. So the easiest way is, again, I've got to measure from the top, because on my photograph I measured from the top, so the bottom line is the wrong one, is the odd one out. So I've actually got to turn my page upside down here, because I've got to measure down. So I'm going to line up my ruler down this particular end, and on this line, which is one in, I'm going to place my dots at my 3 centimetre intervals. And so I do the same. I'm not going to do that edge, I'm going to do the line one in. Same idea. And once I've done that, doesn't matter which way I turn it now, I'm going to rule my lines through, and I can take them pretty well right through to the edge. And there we have it. I've got my page all ruled up, ready to roll, a nice grid to do my drawing, and the proportions will match those that are on my gridded up photo on the screen of my computer. Okay, that should get you going and help you get an accurate grid, particularly if you're going to use the gridding technique from the photo on the computer screen rather than physically gridding up a photograph beside you.